So hi everyone, I'm Steve Webb, and this week I've been looking at prime rib, or how the great American prime rib is something of a cousin to the great English traditional roast forerib of beef. Now, whatever way you look at it though, this is it. It is a beautiful piece of meat, so you have to be very, very nice to it, very careful with it. So, when I'm cooking prime rib or roast beef, I often end up using more equipment than I do ingredients. All this really needs is salt, pepper, and heat. But in order to get it to that perfect temperature, which is the way that you want to cook it, I use a few things. I use lots of thermometers, and I use this. More from him later. Again, because we're cooking at really low temperatures, it makes it a lot more difficult to get that lovely brown crust that everybody loves on their prime rib. But with this thing here, the idea is that it starts the fat rendering process before it goes in the oven and gives you a better chance of getting that lovely brown crust. Now you could use one of those little cute brulee torches that you get in chef shops, but they're butane, this is propane, so you'll do it an awful lot faster, an awful lot hotter, plus those things are really expensive. This is 15 bucks in the hardware store. So once you've torched it, season it really, really well, stick it in the oven at the temperature you want, and then when your thermometer rings, come back and we'll see how it looks then. Okay, so here we are, 5 hours later. That was a 4-pound roast, so as you can see it takes a lot of time per pound, an hour and a quarter a pound I'm told, because I'm not very good at maths, and we've got it basically exactly where we want it to. Let's have a look and see where the temperature came out. It should be about 135. Now, one of the things I wanted to show you that makes the difference between prime rib and roast beef is basically the way you carve it. Now with prime rib, you carve it an awful lot thicker, whereas with British roast beef, you carve it an awful lot thinner. Let's do the prime rib first. Let's take that out for a start. Now I'm going to do this backwards so it'll look a little bit weird. Alright, now you can take off this front bit. Everybody loves the crust. Oh my god, look at that. And as we look inside here, how pink that is from edge to edge. You see that? That's some sexy meat. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness me. There you go. All the way through there. And so when you've got a prime rib, you're going to cut it maybe an inch, half an inch thick, all the way through there, like that. That's going to be a big old slice of beef. Now look at that, that's a beautiful slice all the way through, lovely medium rare, but you can also see it's bloody thick at the same time. That's going to be your American style prime rib cut. Alright, let's just take it off that end piece there. Some lucky person's going to get that. Voila. Alright, now the difference with this and the British roast beef is it's going to be an awful lot thinner, and I'll show you what I mean. So as I'm slicing for roast beef, I'll take the end cut, but even that's going to be a cut on its own, much thinner. You see? You can see it falling away there. Prime rib there, that's going to be, you're only going to have that once really, aren't you? It's a big special occasion meal. But the traditional British Sunday roast is one of those things that was going to last you for more than one meal. It was going to do you through the week. Well, maybe not through the week, but certainly for more than one meal. So you want to do it in much smaller portions. And that also comes and shows about in the way that you serve the sides with it. And through the magic of editing and camera tricks, I'm going to show you what we mean. And we're back again. Alright, so here we have the traditional American prime rib, and you can see the sides that we have served with this. We've got the mashed potatoes, and we've got the creamed spinach. This is something that Buzz, the owner of the prime rib, told me is the traditional sides for prime rib. Now when we come over here to the British Sunday roast traditional, you'll notice that we've got an awful lot more action going on the plate here as well, a lot more sides. And that's the original reason that we were talking about earlier. You've got a few slices, but because you're going to make the meat go further, you'll want more vegetables to make the meal go further. And I'll see you again next time. Bye.